Hey, my name is Jake and I am the community manager of Pixel Worlds, and today I'm going to share with you my 8 tips how to elevate your Instagram game and also YouTube thumbnails. With these you can stand out from everyone else and create better content to get more views, followers and subs, of course. Without further ado, let's go. Tip number 1. Photo editing software. It would be cool if everyone could just use Photoshop, but it is not free. So if you can't have Photoshop, then my recommendation to you is PhotoP at this moment. It looks like Photoshop, it works like Photoshop, but it fully runs on your browser and it's 100% free. So go and use PhotoP. Tip number 2. Nearest neighbor. Scaling pixel art sometimes can be a little bit hard, and when you scale it up, it just becomes super blurry, especially if you want to scale something very small. But there is a way to go around that, and that is by using nearest neighbor interpolation. So when you are about to scale something up, go to the top and choose nearest neighbor interpolation from that, and then you can just scale anything up as much as you want, as long as it's pixel art, and it is going to stay razor sharp, like this one. So no more blurry Instagram photos. Tip number 3. To create something cool and custom, you might want to remove the background and replace it with something else, like this. To do that fast and easy, go inside the game and remove the background from the settings. You can also use the green screen blocks here if you want. After that, take a screenshot and paste it to PhotoP. To take a screenshot on your PC, just press print screen or Windows Shift S and you can then screenshot a specific area, like I did right here. On your phone, there are different ways and you probably know how to do that. Scale the image up with, of course, the nearest neighbor, select the magic wand tool from the left and then click on the background and then just press delete. It's that simple. Now you can export this photo and use it, for example, in your videos as well and animate it. I created the start of this video and the animation there just by using that. The animation is images of me placed one after the other. Tip number 4. Items that go under your name. Sometimes you might want to use an item in your picture that goes under your name in the game. There is a fast way how to remove your name from the picture. First, you must zoom as far as you can and take the screenshot. Paste it to PhotoP. After that, open your inventory inside the game and take another screenshot of the item. Or if the markers are on top of it, then open the item info and take a screenshot from there. Select the top of the item from the screenshot. Copy that and paste it to another layer. Hotkey is Ctrl+C, Ctrl+V. Now we are going to take that picture and place it right on top of our own head in the picture. And of course we have to remove the background, but from the previous tricks we already know how to do that. Next, we are going to be removing the name, so just select the area and press delete. Then we take the other picture that we created and place it right on top of the other picture, and there we go. We are basically done. Only thing we need to do is just clean it up just a tiny bit so it looks correct and we have it placed in the correct spot. One more thing left to do, and select both layers and just hit merge layers and they will be one picture. And well, we can scale it up and everything, but we know how to remove backgrounds and scale pictures with the nearest neighbor already. Here's an extra tip for you. We have learned how to remove the backgrounds from our character, but you can also use the same method to remove backgrounds from different items, props or blocks. So you can use that to remove the props themselves and use them separately in your picture to create cool different variations, like you can see right here. Tip number 5. Backgrounds. You can easily take backgrounds from any world, where you just go and choose the area that you want to be as your background, then just paste it to PhotoP and there you go. But what if you want to have the whole world background as your background? Or maybe you want to have your world that you have built as your background? Well, let's go. First, go to a world that has been cleared if you want to have the background of the world, and then you need to go to special items and buy yourself a panorama camera. Then open your inventory, of course, and then just double click it and you have a world screenshot only of the background. Go to a pictures folder and drag and drop the screenshot right here to the top bar so it will become a new picture. My problem here was that the entrance to this world was in the middle. It's much better if it would be at the bottom left or something, so it wouldn't be on the way. Select the area that you want to be the background and then just copy and paste it to the other project file that we have over here. It is really important that you remember to drag and drop that into a different project, so to speak. If you drag and drop the picture to the file that you are right now working on, then the picture won't be perfect. It will automatically scale it for some reason. So remember to drag and drop it to its own project file. So now we have copied the background over here, and now we just gotta edit it a little bit, or maybe blur it, or just do some cool things. And I'm gonna show you a few tips and tricks what you can do with this background. First, I'm gonna go and create a new layer. I want to have some kind of floor or ground where we're gonna be. I'm selecting the brush tool from the left and then holding Alt, and that is going to allow me to take the colors from the picture and the background itself. So now just editing a little bit of the hardness around 50%, and then drawing a little bit, maybe this is good. Then taking some other colors as well to not make it so, let's say, monotone. So there's a little bit of like a change. The ground is not the same color in each and every place. So yeah, tip number 6, the foreground. Then we are going to go back into the picture because this background has this foreground layer of these bushes, and I want to have that at the front of my picture. So I'm going to be copying that part and then pasting it into my picture. Let's put it to the top layer, right there on top of everything. And now our old friend Magic Wand tool is here to save us again. And we have to change the tolerance so it doesn't choose everything. And then just going to be deleting, so we have a cool bush foreground right here. You could do this with each and every background that we have. Almost all of them have this kind of foreground element to them. And then scale it up so it fits the whole picture. I'm also going to take another copy of it, so just holding Alt and then just moving it will create another copy. Then just okay, dropping it below that. Oh, there we go. Oh, that looks much better. Maybe a small drop shadow into that a little bit later. Then moving a little bit these elements around to just make it much better picture, I would say. I want to add a little bit of depth into this picture and definitely to the foreground bushes. So we're gonna choose that. We're gonna go to the layer style, and drop shadow. Drop shadow is your friend. Let's choose the angle right there, and then just tweak a few of these settings. Spread a little bit, maybe size, put it up a little bit, so it just pops out tiny bit more. Tip number 7, blurring the background. Here the picture is ready, but one thing that we can do to pop it out even more is to add a little bit lens blur into the background. So we are going to be doing that and taking a look how it would look like. Okay, so here we go. When adding the blur to the background, remember to choose the background layer first, then go to the filter, choose blur and lens blur, and then you are here. Tip number 8, turning your Instagram photo into a YouTube thumbnail. We use our update Instagram photos as our YouTube thumbnails quite often, well, almost always. And right now I'm gonna show you how to quickly do this in PhotoP. From the top, choose image, then canvas size, width is 1920 and height is 1080, and hit OK. Now what we need to do is select all of our layers, so Ctrl A is a good thing, so hotkey, or just choose them manually and then scale all of the layers up. After scaling, we could still move things around if it doesn't fit. For example, here I think we should probably drop the background a little bit and move other elements around just a little bit. And yeah, we are ready. If you want, you could add some text there, but it doesn't need that 100%, but it kind of depends on what you want to do. So these are my 8 tips and tricks, or well, 9 tips and tricks about photo editing. If there's something else that you would like me to show you what I do, then please let me know in the comments down below. Thank you very much guys for watching, and of course I'll see you in Pixel Worlds.